who's ready for the first week of July? Cause like, goddamn, I need like a little refresher. I need something to wow my life up, because I think everyone needs that shit. Look around you, like for real, just look around you. But what I'm seeing for real is the High Priestess. This is probably, in my opinion, the most powerful card in the deck, because she represents change. Okay, she represents a very strong and fluid change, a transition in between two things. It's a transition maybe in between your depression over to your happiness. It's just something smooth, something that just happens naturally. It's something that happens so unexpectedly too, that I could see you here like kind of being confused. You're like, okay, so now I'm suddenly like, this makes no sense. Why is my emotions and why is everything so happy and so wild now? Why does it feel like I have just been through the biggest roller coaster of my life? And Knight of Pentacles tells me that people have kind of drugged you through the mud more recently in the first week of July. I don't necessarily think that's going to change unless you ignore them, right? Because what I see here is you're drinking, you're smoking, you're having fun, you're being whatever. But then I see someone coming in, Two of Chalices, someone or a couple of different people, maybe people that you cherish in some type of way, trying to ruin your time to yourself. But essentially, I don't find that this is to be mean or anything like that. I just see you being bothered because you want to be able to express yourself in the way that you want to express yourself. And if anyone has anything to say about it, you're just going to leave. I just see you leaving the house possibly, or being able to just fluidly move wherever you want to move. Like I said, now there is energy around spending too much money and spending too much time maybe thinking about what you're going to buy, possibly for July 4th. Maybe you're going on a couple of days, because I can see some of y'all having some bomb-ass sex, okay? Some of y'all having some bomb-ass sex. When it comes to that 4th of July weekend, some of y'all might be going to like a festival or some type of thing, because what I see right here is something festive, something that like shuts down the whole city, shuts down the whole town, maybe shuts down a whole road or something like that, where y'all are able to go to something festive. And it's kind of just like, wow, this is shockingly beautiful. And also like, you know, I just feel like you're kind of out of it a little bit. So Queen of Swords is like, make space for me or clear the space. I want to be left alone. You know, I kind of just want to watch what's happening without people having a hard on for me or breathing down my neck type energy. So Three of Wands is also kind of just like viewing this whole entire week as a spectacle, because it is a spectacle, right? It is kind of funny that the world is the way that it is right now. It's kind of funny that the US is the way that it is right now. So not funny at all, actually, but being sarcastic. Two of Wands is like, okay, so I needed that. Like, it's something that I need. It's not something I want, it's something that I need. And whether that's a person, place, or thing, you needed this. And I feel like you needed the vision of something. Maybe you're watching fireworks pop off. You needed a little bit of a refresher to tell you, hey, I'm still human, I'm still here, and I'm still capable of being happy or being excited about something. Maybe it's about being excited about something that you were excited about as a child. And I feel like there's a connection to that as well. Yeah, King of Chalices, it makes you a motherfucker. King of Chalices, it makes you emotional. It makes you feel, again, like it just makes you feel like tearing up and shit. Like I can see the corner of your eye pricking tears and shit. But this might also be that bomb sex that some of y'all be having in the first week of July. Because like I said, someone is getting their back blown out, or someone doing the blowing. And that shit look wild. That shit look freaky deaky. Yup, look, Hangman right there. You see that? And I'm gonna view this as a more sexual urge, because this is some bomb ass sex. This is that bomb shit. This is that, like, you know, for real, like you stay in bed for a couple of days type sex for some of y'all female. And for you niggas, like, some of y'all motherfuckers are like, oh fuck, like that's some good ass pussy. Like that shit put me right to bed. Like we do the 10 rounds and we go right to bed type shit. Four of Wands, look, it takes two to tango. Remember that, it always takes two to tango. So when you have a good sexual connection, even if it's just that one night stand type energy, even if it's just for that one night, you won't be able to forget it. Okay, I feel like you won't be able to forget it. Okay, Six of Chalices, it feels like you're being like a teenager again, or you're exercising your bodily freedoms, hormonal change. Seven of Wands is like, you don't really miss this part right here. Like, you know, you know, the next day or the next week is going to go right back to this domestic type home or domestic type situation. I also heard domestic assault or violence, something like that. You know, it's going to go straight back to how it was before, and I hope that's not the case for you. If so, call a hotline and shit. But this is a whole situation where you can see it like just turning immediately right back to the same energy, which you really don't want. You're like, fuck, man, like I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. And it's like there's nothing you really can do other than do your own thing, right? Look at here, like this dude is sitting here doing his own thing while everyone else in the background is kind of like fucking going crazy, going insane. And now I feel like this is you being very prim and proper and immature. Well, everyone else is kind of flipping out and still like they're trying to take July 4th or trying to take like a celebration all the way through the month type shit. And you're like, bitch, there's nothing to celebrate. Like I need to make my money. Like I need to do my shit. Like I can't keep dealing with whatever this pattern is. Like I heard this pattern of deception, and like you're still happy with the outcome of this situation. Doesn't mean you're not happy to celebrate. It just means that you don't want to move into next week and keep getting drunk and doing this and doing that. It's just not worth your time because you're trying to make the money here. They are talking about a little bit losing balance, losing mobility in some type of way. It's possible that you maybe broke something, maybe broke like a foot or broke a finger, whatever it is. Losing temporary mobility in something. Now, it might be also temporary mobility within work. You might have had a foothold and then you lost it. You might have maybe lost an important idea. Maybe you're just forgetting shit and it just feels like, okay, so what am I supposed to do? And they're saying that you need to lean back a little bit. Look, Four of Chalices, you need to rest. You need to sleep. You need to be able to say, hey, let's take a fucking breather, let's close our eyes and let's just sleep for a moment. Because when you rest the next day, look how you is the world, like you ready to rock the world and shit. You ready to stand on top of the world, you ready to lead the world. Like I just keep seeing someone really, really tall and really, really big. It's like you don't even have to act as so, because when you're in that rested state, you attract all of this goodness. I heard buttery goodness as well, so you could be eating good food maybe on 4th of July. I know I am, baby. I know I am. I can't fucking wait for that roast type shit. So Ace of Chalices, this is emotional wellness or healthiness. Okay, emotional fullness is also what I heard by the end of the week, because I feel like by the end of the week, maybe you're just getting into this zone of like being able to tell different stories of the past and talk about things that have happened and maybe happened to you in a very light and affectionate and sarcastic way. I feel like at the end of the week, it's like, okay, so you're pouring your heart and soul into something, maybe into something that you're creating. Maybe you're speaking, maybe you're doing some important speaking here, because what I can see here is somebody who is really, really pouring out all of their emotions into something they're creating, which that's going to pay off for you. Now, you will get some jealous onlookers. You will get some people looking at it like, okay, so how does this person do all of this and I can't do shit? It's like, I do the same thing as this motherfucker and it never works for me. And it's because this person is essentially getting their karma. They're getting bitten in the ass by karma right now. The things that they do don't equate to anything because of the place and the structure that they're at right now. They're in a completely different time zone, completely different dimension, completely different world from you right now. So that's what you need to know. It's like, so while this person might come towards you dragging their feet and telling you, oh yeah, like how do you get all this shit? I don't get nothing. It's like unfair, it's unfair, it's unfair. They're gonna keep saying it's unfair because, you know, life is essentially unfair when you don't do shit about your life, right? When you're not aggressive about your life, about building your life right here. Look, when you're not aggressive about building your life and having stability, you won't get what you're asking for, which is the Queen of Pentacles or King of Pentacles energy, or even Ace of Pentacles. You just won't get it. Okay, you won't get it. They don't get it. Okay, they don't understand. When they see you, they see someone who's spoiled. They see someone who has like everything that they want. How did you get everything that you want? And it's simple. It's simple. You did the work, right? There's a due process called doing the work. There's a due process called healing and doing the work and finding stability. And if you don't have any of that shit, right? If you're not going to push yourself and become the type of person that you're looking for, maybe even in a relationship, or do the work financially, then you're fucked. Like there's nothing else for you. Okay, Ace of Wands. You can be as passionate as you want to be. You could be as sexy as you want to be. I feel like all these people really rely on their sexual attraction, when sexiness doesn't necessarily come from a physical attraction, because you could just be some bimbo-headed slut or some ugly-ass nigga and still get the same amount of, like, you know, attraction as like an ugly ass bitch, right? Because them ugly ass bitches, they're funny. Them ugly ass bitches, they're intelligent. Them ugly ass bitches, they know what the fuck they're talking about. That's the attraction. Okay, so this week, that's the attraction. It's not about the way you look, it's the way you talk, it's the way you look. It's the way you talk, look, and listen, I guess. You can say it's like the way that you present yourself as a full person, not as a half of a person, not just as a pussy or a dick. It's the type of energy where you are presenting yourself as a human being. Like a human being having a human being conversation. That is sexy and that is attractive. Okay, don't forget it. And y'all see me just looking around and shit because there's so many animals right now. There's 2 crows that are paired together that keep flying around. I'm not sure about crows and how they kind of like operate when it comes to mating and that sort of thing. Whether they mate for a long time or just the summer or whatever. But these 2 crows I've been seeing around my house for a very long time, at least 2 years. And this is kind of feels like where that long-term relationship type of shit comes in for you. Maybe it's a chapter in July, or maybe it's something you talk about in the first week of July. So I wouldn't really necessarily be surprised. Just pay attention, okay? Pay attention to all the red flags and all the white flags and all that situation. You got it? Green flag, whatever. Red, white, and blue flag. Red, white, and blue flag. You got me? So look around for it, y'all. I think you got this. I think you got this. All right. Thank you.